Just look at the things that are up there by San Martin.
All right, while you guys are getting yourself together.
These basic, like,
Absolutely.
Is this extra?
If you do not get one of these,
Here we go.
if you don't get one of these, you can grab your phone out and friend me on Facebook, and I will make sure I get you the information. Which I want you to do anyway. So please do friend me on Facebook, because what I want to share with you today, I want it to be the start of a conversation. I don't want it to be just me sharing stuff with you. I want to, personally, I want to live in a healthier world. And that's why I do what I do. I've had my own experience with illness, and I don't plan on ever going back there. So Linda shared a lot of stats, so I'm not going to share all the stats I have with you guys. But I want you to think about this. Right? She mentioned chronic illness. What are some of the chronic issues that you know or are familiar with? You can stick your hand up and just yell it out. Asthma.
Digestive issues.
Digestive issues. What are some of the really famous ones?
Hypertension.
Hypertension.
Diabetes.
Exactly.
Diabetes.
Now, there are 324 people living in the United States. I mean, 324 million people living in the United States. Only 45% of us have at least one chronic issue. That is almost half of our population. That gives me goosebumps every time I think about it, like right now. It's scary. And I recognized a long time ago, because my journey didn't start today. My journey started in my teens. I used to read Self magazine about wellness and fitness and stuff. I realized that we don't have to get the things that they say we have to get as we get older. You know, it's like, oh, my mom had this, so I must have it. You don't have to. So I want to explain to you how genes work in our health, right? About 20 years ago, when they really started studying genetics, they thought, oh, we're going to find a gene that causes this disease, and we're going to fix it, no more of that disease. But genes don't work like that. So, for example, and because I love Mac, so I go to the Apple store and I buy a brand new MacBook, and I get it home, take it out of the box, sit it on my desk. How do I get this Mac to work? What do I have to do?
Power it on.
I got to turn it on, and then what? Plug it in. I plug it in, I got to log in. I have to put the information into this computer for it to do what I want it to do, else it's just going to sit there. Our genes are like that computer. It's got programming, it has hardware, but it responds to the information that it gets. So that's how genetics work. Genes don't just spontaneously make us sick. It responds to information in the environment, it responds to what we eat, it even responds to the people that we hang around. Our health is put together by our physical, our mental, and our social environment. Those are the things that affect our health. And if you don't believe me, you can go ask Google, because there's tons of new research coming out that link these three things together. So, my grandma used to say, ignorance to the law is no excuse. And I realize that that applies to our health too. Just because we don't know we're making ourselves sick does not mean we're not making ourselves sick. And while that may sound like I'm placing blame and saying we're sick because it's our fault, it's not placing blame. It's actually placing power in your hands. Because if you're the one responsible for being sick, then guess what? You can help make yourself well. So don't be, too beat up about that and not knowing. One step at a time is how we get there. So my hope is that eventually, over time, we'll help change the way we think about healthcare. Not healthcare as this big monster that needs insurance, but health as in care and how we care for ourselves. So I want to share 3 pointers with you guys today. So that's why you need this, because I want you to write it down. So when we write down, we remember. And I really want you guys to remember this. So the first point is, my body is whole. My body is whole. W-H-O-L-E. My body is whole. So usually what happens, if I wake up one day and I have pain in my knee, I'll go see one doctor. And then next week, if I have pain in my head, I go see a different doctor, because, that's their specialty. And while traditional allopathic medicine, that's our system that we live under today. You know, we go to the doctor, they have treatments that include medication, etc. That system of medicine has been awesome in terms of treating structural stuff. We've got robotic surgery, we can replace body parts, we can do some really cool structural things. But that system sucks when it comes to dealing with chronic issues. I have yet to find a person that has been cured through this system of a chronic issue. That's because chronic issues come about through our mind, our body, and our social environment. Now, if you guys follow me on Facebook, every Sunday I do a Let's Chat video that has something to do with wellness. And I talk about herbs, I talk about emotions, talk about a lot of different things. And last spring, I shared in one of my videos that I had a tooth abscessing, literally. It's an old filling I had for a long time, and I knew it needed some attention, but you know, it wasn't bothering me. I'm good. I'm humming along. Until, literally over the course of 2 days, my face was swollen, I had pain, it was heat, which means there was inflammation going on there. Now, I knew that, I knew that our gut health is connected with our teeth health. So I said, you know what, I'm going to fix this. And I started taking things to address my gut. I started eating the things that I know I needed to eat for that. Within a couple days, I mean, I was treating it topically too, admitted. You guys can go back and look at the video. Literally within a couple days, my swelling was down, my pain was gone. I finally got to my dentist, who lives in New Jersey. And because I go to a holistic dentist, I'm like, I don't need any more metal in my mouth, I've got my share, I'm good. So I finally got to my dentist, and he agreed with me. He said, well, watch it for another 6 months and see, you know, how it goes. Which I love, because it wasn't like, oh, yeah, let's give you a root canal and let's put some more metal in. So that's my story to illustrate to you guys how different parts of our body that we don't think are connected are connected. Remember, our body is whole. The whole thing works together. Now, my brother is currently in Afghanistan. He works at a military compound there, and they do have what you would call like triage care. You know, someone gets shot or you get a finger cut off, or they can temporarily patch you. But my brother started having this groin pain that got really, really bad, that he could barely walk. Now, this was in September. And he started stressing about it, which honestly I knew he was stressing about stuff before, because he would have to leave there and go get it treated somewhere else. Now, based on his contract, if he's gone for more than 30 days, he no longer has a job there. And he had a purpose for going there. You know, he's like, I'm going to go, I'm going to work this time, I'm going to do this so that I can do this other stuff in my life. So he was so stressed about it. So I took my holistic coaching training, and I said, okay, you know, here's what I see that is your problem, right? And we've got to find some way to help you stop stressing about this thing. But I'm his sister. So do we ever listen to our family? No, we don't. And so, however, he really got to a point where he realized, if I do have to go, or if I can't be here and I'm so sick, then it defeats the whole purpose of me being here. And if I have to go, I have to go. And if I can't come back, I can't come back. So he made his own resolution. Within 30 minutes of him making that decision, his pain was completely gone and has not come back since.
Oh, wow.
So that story is to illustrate to you how our minds actually affect our physical health. Right? Remember, we're connected physically, mentally, and socially. Now, the good thing about that connection is that it doesn't just have a negative effect, it has a positive effect on us. So again, if you heal one part of your body, you're also healing other parts of your body. Not treating it, healing it. Now, number two. Number two is, if I'm not moving forward, I'm falling behind. If I'm not moving forward, I'm falling